to ODFW.
Sometimes it takes just a few words jotted down on a piece of paper to start a story.
Did the best I could to keep the advancing fire away from these structures.
This one starts.
Had to tear down some fencing to slow fire spread.
With these words jotted down by Robb Maris.
You know, just some random resident.
I'm at Lieberg Reservoir.
But on the night of September 8th,
the forest there, that's where the fire is right now.
he was anything but
one of the fires anyways.
Just a random resident.
I was able to stop the grass going further by the gate. I just have to try and keep this line.
That's Robb talking in this video he took as he battled back the flames of the holiday farm fire burning along the McKenzie River east of Eugene. He was fighting to save homes, all by himself.
That gate doesn't go up.
I'm in the Lieberg hatchery area, and there were a couple of homes that, well, they almost got taken out by the fire. So I'm kind of shaky. It's weird being here.
It's been weeks since Robb took that video, but his memory of that night is as bright as the fire.
The forest over here was lit up, and a lot of heat coming off of it. I was using my arm while I was running to try and just block, you know, kind of the heat from the blaze.
His initial plan was to knock on doors and warn people of the encroaching fire, but when he found no one inside and saw the flames closing in, he picked up the only tools he could find: a shovel, broom.
And this is actually the broom that I had used.
And 2 fire extinguishers.
It was kind of a joke having 2 fire extinguishers with the world ablaze around you.
And started to beat.
And it was kind of like this funny scenario of like whack a fire.
Back the flames.
For about 3.5 hours. It was chaotic running from spot fire to spot fire.
It was a close fight.
This was the fire. That's the house.
But in the end, Robb kept the flames from the homes and then left a note explaining what he'd done.
I'd want to know.
As for why he did it, well, those words don't come as easy.
Yeah. Sorry about this. Here I go again. It's just, it hits me hard. Some of my very first memories of fishing as a really young child to being on the river here.
You see, these aren't just any homes. These are part of the Lieberg hatchery, a place anyone who lives near the McKenzie River knows well.
This place is a huge extension of why we call this home.
So it burnt right up to the lawn.
Eric Whitholm is the hatchery manager and lives in one of those homes Robb saved.
So I evacuated out around 2 a.m.
He knows how close that fire got. He saw it crest the hilltop as he and others raced to save the hatchery's fish. Working in smoke-choked air, staff released more than 1 million Chinook, steelhead, and trout into the McKenzie River.
And just down the line, boom, 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 releasing fish as we went.
Our water supply was already taken away, and we needed to get these fish out there as quickly as possible.
This is unprecedented. You know, we've never released this many fish at one time.
It was 4 months early, but just in the nick of time.
And right when we were in the vehicles heading out, I looked back and that's where the flames started coming over.
All the ponds were empty, except one.
So this is the sturgeon pond.
Those fish couldn't be released.
This is always a highlight.
But when word got out they were in trouble, more heroes stepped in.
I'll tell you the story.
Firefighters from across the area saved the iconic fish by pumping water into their pond.
That started what would be a 3-day kind of a task of providing water and oxygen to the fish.
They took this video of their effort, which paid off. The hatchery didn't lose a single fish.
We felt that we were all right to do what we had to do.
In fact, 3 weeks later, it already has a new pond full of Chinook salmon.
These are brood fish.
And it didn't lose a single home.
Yeah.
Because along this river, this hatchery is more than just a place for fish. It's a place worth fighting for. A place people will go above and way beyond to save.
When we were releasing the fish, we actually saw the flames starting coming over the hill. And
then offer a quick thanks.
Yeah, just so much appreciation. Thank you.
Or leave a simple note.
I don't know if that'll sink in, but fully, but it feels good.
Just because.
You go through a large fire like this and there's a lot of loss, and so you hold on to those small victories you have sometimes.
In Lieberg, Keely Chalmers,
Pretty remarkable.
KGW News.